William Sorum is an American drummer and percussionist. He is best known as both a former member of the hard rock band Guns N' Roses, with whom he recorded 3 studio albums, and as a member of the supergroup Velvet Revolver. Sorum is currently a member of the touring project, Kings of Chaos, and is a former member of both the Cult and Kant Tori Read. Sorum was also a member of Guns N' Roses' side projects, Slash's Snakepit and Neurotic Outsiders, and released a solo album, Hollywood Zen, in 2004. After performing on synthpop band Kant Tori Read's soul album, Sorum joined the Cult in 1989 to tour in support of their 4th studio album, Sonic Temple. During the tour, Sorum was spotted by Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash and subsequently replaced their drummer Steven Adler in 1990. Remaining in the band for 7 years, Sorum recorded the albums, Use Your Illusion I, Use Your Illusion II, and The Spaghetti Incident. Before departing in 1997 following an argument with frontman Axl Rose. In 2001, Sorum rejoined the Cult to perform on their reunion album, Beyond Good and Evil, and its subsequent tour and subsequently co-founded the hard rock supergroup Velvet Revolver, alongside former Guns N' Roses bandmates, Slash and Duff McKagan. The band, which also included guitarist Dave Kushner and Stone Temple Pilots frontman Scott Weiland, released 2 successful studio albums, Contraband and Libertad, before entering an extended hiatus following Weiland's departure. Sorum has been a permanent member of hard rock cover band Camp Freddy since 2003, alongside Jane's Addiction members Dave Navarro and Chris Chaney, and assisted in hosting its radio show and podcast on Indie 103.1. In 2012, Sorum founded a touring project, entitled Kings of Chaos, featuring members of Guns N' Roses, Deep Purple, Def Leppard, Aerosmith, ZZ Top, Cheap Trick and Slipknot. In 2012, Sorum was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Guns N' Roses. On October 12, 2013, Matt married his longtime Punch girlfriend Ace Harper in Palm Springs, California. Biography. 1960 1989, early career Matt Sorum was born Matthew William Sorum on November 19, 1960, in an unincorporated area of Orange County, California that later became the city of Mission Viejo. His parents were of English and Norwegian descent. He started to play drums after watching Ringo Starr with the Beatles on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. Later he was mainly influenced by Ian Pace, Keith Moon, Ginger Baker, John Bonham, Roger Taylor, Buddy Rich and Bill Ward. In his first couple of years in high school, Sorum was part of the Mission Viejo marching band's drum section. Sorum started out in Mission Viejo as a local hot musician in 1975. Wearing trademark Union flag shorts and nothing else, he used to pound a huge acrylic drum set and overpower his first band Prophecy, which consisted of lead singer/guitarist Jeff Harris, drummer Matt Sorum, and bass player David Pagan. Prophecy played many gigs ranging from high schools to concerts, all the way to the Hollywood scene, where they played clubs like Gazzarri's in 1977. A local songwriter, Stephen Douglas, pulled Sorum from the band and joined him with other talented musicians in the area to form Chateau, a wall of sound band with grandiose themes and sounds in their songs. Chateau played the Hollywood circuit, appearing at Gazzarri's and almost getting into a fight with the original members of the band Rat, which at the time was known as Mickey Rat. Sorum's work with Chateau produced a 4-song set that was covered by local radio stations for a short time, but the music scene changed from grandiose rock to punk and alternative new wave music. Sorum left and went to Hollywood to play with a series of bands, including Population 5, with the bassist Prescott Niles from the Knack. He then left on a tour around the country with a blues guitarist, playing nightclubs and bars. In 1988, he was recruited to play on the debut album of Kant Tori Read, a band fronted by a then-unknown Tori Amos. In the wake of that project, he joined the Cult as their live drummer for the 1989 tour in support of Sonic Temple. 1990 1997, Guns N' Roses In 1989 saw Sorum live with the Cult on their Sonic Temple tour and, shortly after, Sorum joined Guns N' Roses as Steven Adler's replacement. Sorum with Guns N' Roses can be heard on Use Your Illusion I, Use Your Illusion II, The Spaghetti Incident. The 1994 cover of the Rolling Stones track Sympathy for the Devil, and the majority of Live Era, 87-93. Sorum featured fully on the lengthy Use Your Illusion tour, drumming on all of the 194 shows, 9 legs and to over 7 million fans. In 1995 Sorum formed Slash's Snakepit with Slash and Gilby Clarke and drummed on their debut album It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. Sorum also lent his drumming skills in the theme song for the 1995 20th Century Fox film, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. In the same year, Sorum formed the supergroup Neurotic Outsiders, which featured bandmate Duff McKagan. In 1996 they released their only album, the self-titled Neurotic Outsiders. John Taylor and Steve Jones also participated on this album, and toured. Early performances featured guest spots by Simon Le Bon, Slash, and Billy Idol. In 1997 he was fired from Guns N' Roses by Axl Rose after an argument with Rose over the inclusion of Paul Tobias in the band. In 1998, he released his first and only drum instructional video demonstrating his techniques. In 2001 Matt joined the cult once again and featured on their album, Beyond Good and Evil, which he spent most of 2001 touring in support of. In April 2006, 9 years after leaving Guns N' Roses, Sorum re-established his friendship with the band's frontman Axl Rose. 2002 2008, Velvet Revolver In 1999, Sorum reunited with Slash and McKagan to promote a concert for the independent film Soundman at the Slamdance Film Festival. Sorum had composed the film with Lanny Cordler and Michael Stearns. Realizing that they still had chemistry together, they formed a new band called Velvet Revolver with former Stone Temple Pilots frontman Scott Weiland and rhythm guitarist Dave Kushner. After the 2004 release of their debut album Contraband, they embarked on a worldwide tour that continued through December 2005. In August 2005, Sorum broke his wrist in a boating accident, stalling the tour temporarily. While recovering from the wrist injury, the drummer Brian Tiki and Mark Shulman filled in for him. After taking some time off in 2006, Sorum and the rest of the band returned to the studio in December to record Libertad, Velvet Revolver's second album, which was released on July 3, 2007. Sorum toured with Velvet Revolver until singer Weiland parted ways with the band on April 1, 2008. Other ventures. In addition to those projects, Sorum released his first solo album entitled Hollywood Zen, in 2003. The album, available through his website, was a musical statement about his life, touring, relationships, etc. In the same year, Sorum also began playing with newly formed Camp Freddy. In 1994, Sorum was one of many guest drummers on the album, Burning for Buddy, a tribute to the music of Buddy Rich. Playing with the Buddy Rich Big Band, Sorum was able to display his skill and fineness as a jazz drummer. In addition, Sorum has endorsed Zildjian cymbals for the past 18 years and has featured in numerous sweepstakes with Zildjian. In 2006, Sorum began guest recording in his studio with a new project, called Circus Diablo. That year, he also launched a clothing line with designer Max Nook. Sorumness. On June 4, 2008, Sorum revealed Camp Freddy is working on an album. Matt has also lent his talents to Submersible Music's drum corps software. Sorum was featured in episode 54 of the television program LA Inc. originally airing on August 27, 2009. On the program Kat Von D tattoos a portrait of his wife face on his leg. Matt filled in for Mickey D as drummer on Motor Paragraph Red's 2009 US tour. D took part in Car Currency and as Jonjulm, a Swedish version of I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. After performing together at the Giving 2010 benefit event on May 3, 2010, Sorum formed the cover band Carnival of Dogs with Trasser Guns, Frankie Perez and Phil Soussan. He made an appearance in an episode of FSN Sports Science, when a test was undertaken to determine if a professional basketball point guard had faster hands than a drummer. In 2014, he worded with Animals Asia and adopted a moon bear that had been on a Chinese bear bile farm, when her bile was extracted for traditional medicine. He hoped to draw attention to the abuse that bears suffer on the farms in China and Vietnam. Endorsements: Sorum has endorsed a number of drum companies over the last 20 years, including Yamaha Drums, Mipex, Drum Workshop, Ludwig and Gretsch Drums. He also has used Zildjian cymbals over the last 26 years. His drum kit and cymbals are as following: 24 inches x 14 bass drum, 14x6 snare, 13x10 rack tom, 16x16 floor tom, 18x16 floor tom, cymbals, Zildjian, 15 rock hi-hats, 18 medium crash, 19 rock crash, 19 rock crash, 22 medium ride, 20 medium crash, 21 China boy low. Sorum was one of the first drummers to endorse the Easterner head sticks in the early 90s during the Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion tour, drum sticks which are now used by many famous drummers, including Lars Ulrich of Metallica and Tico Torres of Bon Jovi. Now, he uses his own Zildjian Matt Sorum signature wood sticks. Discography: Studio albums, Hollywood Zen, Stratosphere. References. External links: Official website.